morning, everyone. Our capstone is the Crime Page Tracker. My name is Brian. I primarily worked on the front end.
My name is Alex. I did website architecture and data science.
My name is Chris. I did the database management and the data analytics.
My name is Louis. I was the back-end developer. And we primarily worked with the Monterey County Sheriff's Office. So, detectives currently track their cases through pen and paper. This causes a breakdown in communication as well as an excess amount of time for report generation. The Investigations Division needs a way to track all cases as well as hold their detectives accountable.
So our solution was to create a flexible web app that manages crime cases. And it's flexible in the sense that even though it was inspired by the Monterey County Sheriff's Department, we wanted to create something that any local or small law enforcement agency can use. Alright, so first and foremost, it should be able to log cases as well as anything else that might be necessary with that, such as editing cases, deleting cases, searching and filtering cases, and things like that. Next, the department wanted to improve collaboration between detectives and managers. So like, say if one detective has a lead on the case and they want to let another detective know about it, then they should be able to comment on their case. And then lastly, every month or bi-monthly, the department likes to generate reports based on the crime data. So we should be able to give them a solution to do that.
Our approach for our project started off with a division of labor. Each of the tasks were split up based off of each team member's strengths. Next, we conducted user interviews with the commander and the sergeants to find out what they needed specifically. We then created features based off of these needs. Some of them included the ability to comment on the progress of a case or notifications. Next was data design. The data was designed based around the needs and to keep the department, the reporting requirements for the department. And we also wanted to keep it flexible so another law enforcement agency can take our software and adapt it without changing too much, like location or suspects or victims. And last, we deployed a minimal viable product that displayed all these functionalities. This is a dashboard. Detectives are greeted when they log in. The active cases are in the middle. Detectives can add or archive cases. To the left is the quick map. They can go to their analytics and their feedback pages. And at the top are the notifications.
So clicking on an individual case from the dashboard opens a detail view. This shows some of the reporting information so the detective can journal the progress or update details as necessary. Clicking on the messaging icon opens the messages view, and this allows them to review the feedback that's come down from the sergeant or commander. These are some of the charts that are on a reports page. Reporting is important for the Sheriff's Office, just for transparency with media outlets, and also reporting to parent agencies for budgeting and funding allocation. So this reports page will allow the Sheriff's Office to generate the reports in minutes instead of days. Some of the successes that we've had getting to this point in the project are due to our solid collaboration and communication process with thorough code review that's resulted in mostly bug-free features. This project has given us real-world full-stack development experience with unfamiliar technologies, which has really taught us lessons in engineering that will be invaluable to our careers. The overhead from learning these new technologies caused us to have lower velocity than expected. That's kind of given us the insight to have better project planning based on team strengths and knowledge level. So we developed this product with one client in mind, but we recognize that this is applicable to any law enforcement agency. So we propose open source licensing and packaging it for general use. This would allow for technical staff for law enforcement agencies to be involved as co-developers of the solution. It would also allow for the software to be modular, allowing them to pick and choose the features that make sense for their workflow, and ultimately allowing these agencies to be more effective at protecting the communities they serve. We'd like to take this moment to say thank you to our project mentor, Jason Henderson, capstone professors Satya, Mohan, and Paige, and Commander Matt Luther of the Sheriff's Office, and thank you all for listening.